just to talk a little bit about what we're doing for the Sustainable Development Goals. We've got to remember that when we're talking about ESG, E obviously applies to the environment, and we're very conscious about that, about not only our carbon emissions, but also the soil, so that you're getting the very best product. You know, when we talk about business resilience, we're talking about sustainability. What we're trying to do is we're trying to pay our workers a living wage rather than a minimum wage. And the G part of ESG is our governance. And I can tell you that our governance in Sasini is, well, better than many other companies. We can't claim to be the very best, because maybe there may be one company which is better than us, but we're very close to the top.
We've been doing tea and coffee since 1952. We started as a coffee business. Then in 1957, we added our tea business on there, and was a tea and coffee business for a long time, until about 2016, when we decided to diversify our revenue and profit streams by participating in other crops. And so we started planting macadamia and avocado that we launched around 2020. You'll see when I talk about the strategy that we will continue doing in terms of what drives our business. On the right-hand side is the key pillars that we use to run this business. The first one is diversification. What that talks to is the essence of growing these crops. So looking for more crops to help us drive more growth and more revenue and profit as well. Number two is, in pursuance of growth, we are seeking as well like-minded organizations that we can do joint ventures with, we can partner with, or we can acquire outrightly to help us drive the goals that we have to become the continent's top agribusiness. The third pillar is why we are here today. The basis of our business, the bedrocking of everything that we do on the ESG platform, and driving the SDGs, the ones we've chosen to go and cut across everything that we do in our business. Number four is using technology to help us to drive efficiency, but also to reduce cost. We are the only tea estate in the country, we think in the continent, that has no manual tea pickers. So all our tea in our factories is picked using machines, giving us efficiency, driving our costs down, and improving our quality. We are also the first, and I think the only one, that is applying fertilizer in large scale using drones, and that also gives us efficiency as well.
Sustainability is good for business. You've heard it does reduce risk, it improves efficiency, it also helps you attract investors, and helps build trust with consumers, because a lot of the challenges we are faced with today are the challenges that also resonate with your consumer base. And so the report that we've had and the highlights that have been shared here are not just a collection of metrics, it is a story of values in action, of leadership that recognizes long-term business success is inseparable from the well-being of people and the planet.
I'm happy that Kenya's grid is 92% green. We set the bar so high, but at the same time, there's more we could do as a country. I love Basigo and whatever they're doing, especially in greening our public service vehicle. And there's the reality that our rural setting, our agricultural sectors could have a lot of shift in regards to the small that you can do. For example, there are people who still study with paraffin and all that. Maybe we could switch them up into small mini-grid independent systems that could power them in their homes. And that, in that sense, we have switched them from fossil fuel to now having electricity in their homes through a renewable energy source.